For all the best in trance and progressive.
Are you guys ready for a state of trance? Put your hands in the air, come on!
Celebrating the best new music from around the world. This is a state of trance.
Amsterdam, how we feeling? Coming up, Coach with Camel Fat, Ahmed Helmi, Laura Van Dam, and a cool mashup I did of the new Seven Sky single. And this week we have our monthly resident Ferry Corsten to play his brand new tracks in hour number 2. We kick off with the next single from the forthcoming Above and Beyond album, Bigger Than All of Us. So we really can't wait for that. But they're teasing new singles, so we're going to start with Start a Fire. Richard Bedford's on vocals. Are you ready, Amsterdam?
Hi, this is John O from Above and Beyond, and you're in a state of trance with Armin van Buuren.
It's that smile, I think, more than anything, that makes my heart speed up and starts me off again. I have to close my eyes to let it not escape. The taste of thunderstorms as they're about to break. Enough of you
favorite deeper track of the week. This is the Progressive Pick.
Hey, this is Morphlander and this is my new single on A State of Trance.
The skeletons, well, they hide underneath my skin, buried deep within. They turn my heart as black as sin, worse than they thought. Baby, I'm good at not getting caught, crushed beneath this cross. I'm looking to redeem everything I lost. I think I need grace. Yeah, yeah, yes. Oh, yeah. I think I need grace. Yeah, yeah, yes. Oh,
Hey, it's Laura van Dam, and you're listening to my new track on A State of Trance.
Close
Hey, this is 11. This is our new track on State of Trance.
One of Ruben's favorites, isn't it?
It is. I played it in the back-to-back set together with Ferry early this year in Rotterdam, and it's finally out. The new 11, Good Love.
They found the shuffle mode in Ableton. Look in, and it's great. I love it. Good Love. Californian duo 11 are finally back. Right after a little mashup I did for the new Seven Skies. I replaced the vocal. Hope you don't mind it. I love his productions, and I'm preparing for my solo set in Ibiza next week, so I'm making all kinds of mashups, you know, and this one I just wanted to share with you on the show. What's up, Amsterdam? How we feeling? If you've just joined us, you're with a freshly squeezed episode live from the studio in Amsterdam, counting down till this Sunday. Finally, my residency at Ushuaia starting June 8th, and I think my set will be recorded 6 hours. My God.
It will be, yeah. Also in video.
Without going to the bathroom.
Yes.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy.
Do you put a bucket under the boot or something like that?
I had a chat with Kiki the other day, and she also didn't go to the bathroom, but that's not healthy.
I guess you're sweating a lot or you're moving a lot, so you don't have to.
Let's not talk about it.
I don't know. Interesting conversation.
I'm going to play from 5 p.m. to 6. I don't know if anybody's going to be there because it's going to be blazing hot.
I'll be there.
You'll be there.
Front row. I'll be looking at you from the fence.
Tickets are running low. If you want to see my tour schedule this summer, my God, they persuaded me again to do way too many shows. ArminVanBuren.com for all the info. And I'll make sure to play loads of tracks from my new album Breathe as well. It's coming out on June 27th. It's available for pre-order and pre-save on my website, ArminVanBuren.com. Going over the emails in just a bit. Hour number 2, we are joined by friend of the show, Mr. Ferry Corsten. Are you ready for that, guys? Yeah. All right. And I've got some beautiful progressive stuff for you lined up. In just a bit, Kolsch teamed up with Camel Fat and a track from Andrew Bayer's new album. But first, I'm going to drop you this one. Cubicore and UUFO and Dan Rice. This is Ride the Wild Horse.
If you're gonna ride, then ride a white horse. If you're gonna ride, then ride a white horse. White horse. White horse. White horse. White horse. If you wanna be
Join the A State of Trance chat on Discord. Discord.gg/ArminVanBuren. This is A State of Trance.
If you're gonna ride, then ride a white horse. If you're gonna ride, then ride a white horse. If you wanna be rich, you've got to pay the bitch. If you wanna be rich, you've got to pay the bitch. I said rich, 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 rich.
I don't wanna waste my time, but I could waste my time for you. I don't wanna waste my time, but I could waste my time for you. satu siya manu padaya benzo tatu teno pa titu mendawa benzo satu siya manu padaya benzo tatu teno pa titu mendawa benzo satu siya manu padaya benzo tatu teno pa titu mendawa benzo satu siya manu padaya benzo tatu teno pa titu mendawa benzo satu siya manu padaya benzo tatu teno pa titu mendawa benzo satu siya manu padaya benzo tatu teno pa titu mendawa.
Armin van Buuren's favorite record of this week's show. This is the Tune of the Week.
Hi, this is Ahmed Helmi, and this is my new single, The State of Trance.
Okay.
What's the matter?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Rayel, and you're listening to my new track on A State of Trance.
Andrew Rayel is celebrating 450 episodes of his radio show Find Your Harmony. Did this track for that occasion with Giuseppe Ottaviani. Eternal Harmony, congrats on reaching episode 450, Andrew. And can you please send me the instrumental of this one, because I want to kill that woman. Before that, a track taken from the Explore Volume 1 album of Andrew Bayer, which is coming out next week. You just heard a collaboration, Taking Back Control. You're listening to A State of Trance, live from Amsterdam. How we feeling? And you can join this party as well every week. Be part of our studio audience. It's for free, studio.astateoftrance.com. Got a track request, a message? You just want to say hi? Drop us a line at armin@astateoftrance.com. Let's have a quick look at the messages.
Yes, Mohammed Keshavars from Iran wants to wish his happy birthday to his wife Mariam.
And happy 8th anniversary to Joe and Ollie from Colchester, UK.
Katrina Merka from Latvia sends a shout out to her son Paul Raivo.
And congrats Destiny for graduating Yuba College from your brother Joey Quintero.
Prabhat from Sri Lanka sends his love to his brother who just turned 16.
And happy birthday Farah from your husband Brian Kuchia from California.
And lastly, we want to wish good luck to Cristina Garcia in Villena, Spain, for her first gig, her DJ gig coming up next week.
Ooh, tell us how it went.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Good luck.
Armin@astateoftrance.com. Email us. Ferry Corson is standing by for hour number 2 with his monthly residency mix. Service for Dreamers is standing by for a massive mashup from 2008. Can you guess what it is? Has something to do with space.
We are.
But first, the Shucks rework of the 1998 classic Christine Blonde, Love Shy.
won't be love child anymore. Hey, 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 hey. Thinking about you. I'm a little bit love shy, baby. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.
Hi, this is Ben Gold, and you're tuned to A State of Trance.
Dedication to the magical island of Ibiza. Can't wait to play my residency this year. Sunday, 6-hour solo set. Just played you Ben Gold's Salinas. Before that, the 1993 pop song by Duran Duran, Ordinary World, and a new version by James Diamond and Call Me Al. How we feeling, Amsterdam?
Would you want to hear why a track means so much to you? Here is this week's Service for Dreamers.
And this week we welcome to the microphone all the way from Northern Ireland. Make some noise for Gary Coulter. What's up, Jeff? Is that the correct way to pronounce your name?
Coulter.
Coulter? Okay, good. All right, so why do I have to play this particular track for you?
Okay, so this tune was the first tune that I heard when I ever went to a big club ever. So, long story short, I got my 18th birthday. My parents were going to Ibiza and they're like, do you want us to bring you? We'll pay for your birthday.
Oh, wow.
And I said no.
Oh.
I was like, I'm going to stay at home. I'll have the house for 2 weeks. I'll have loads of parties. I should have just went to Ibiza. It was the worst decision I ever made.
Okay.
But then the rest of my family, like a week later, were like, we're going to go to Ibiza. Do you want to come with us? And I was like, I'm not missing this out twice. So we went and met this guy at the hotel bar and we were like, do you want to go to Amnesia? It was a Tuesday night Armada. I think it was yourself, Marcus Schultz and Paul Oakenfold.
Yep.
And when I heard this tune, it was like, you know, the first time when you feel the music coursing through your entire body and you're just like, whoa, I need more of this. So like, came back from Ibiza, downloaded your discography, Marcus's discography, was completely hooked. 2 years later, I went back to work in Ibiza and I ended up doing like 4 seasons there. Ended up like promoting for like Ferry and Full On Ferry and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
It was like super. But the best thing to come out of that was I met my wife on my 4th summer.
Oh, hello. Oh, come. Come join us on the microphone. Hello, what's your name?
Louise.
Hi, Louise.
So yeah, we've been together 11 years, but married 5 years.
Wow.
And I always just keep thinking back, like, if I hadn't went to Amnesia that night and heard that tune and made that conscious decision to make me go back and work in Ibiza, would I have met her? How would my life have turned out? And this is sort of like my what if tune.
Wow.
And also, the only other time I've ever heard this tune dropped was you dropped it in your 7-hour set, the first ASOP back after COVID. And all my friends were in the crowd, like, and I'm just standing there trying not to cry.
I'm gonna bring it again this. So don't tell anybody, but I'll bring it again this Sunday for Ibiza. So what a beautiful story, man! I have goosebumps. Really. So can I play it extra loud for you right now on the air?
Please do.
Here we go. Gary Coulter from Northern Ireland. Rex Mundi and Ronski Speed, the Space Perspective, the Marcus Schultz mashup. Turn it up.
Feed the state that's in your mind. I know you can define it. Take your figure and your speech, wasted are united. Dreams manifest years, the place is fake or final. The space we are, the space we were, the face we are, the face we were, the space we are, the space we were, the face we are, the face we were, the space we are, the space we were, the face we are, the face we were, the space we are, the space we were, the face we are, the face we were.
Such a timeless classic, man. Such a great track. Combination of 3 tracks that Marcus Schultz put together as a mashup. For me, this is actually the definition of trance because you get in that state of trance. I love all the riffs and stuffy and the 18 bars thing, whatever 16 bars thing.
Yeah.
But this
gets you somewhere.
It gets you somewhere. So thank you so much for your request. Service for Dreamers this week. If you would like to hear your most special trance track here in the studio, tell us, Armin@astateoftrance.com. This Friday, I'm looking forward to the Icarus Festival in Memmingerberg in Germany, and Sunday, start of my Ibiza residency at Ushuaia in Ibiza with an open to close set. All touring info, as always, ArminVanBuren.com. Are you going anywhere, Ruben?
I'll be visiting you in Ibiza. I'll be
Hey.
watching. I'll be in the crowd. I'll be waving at you.
All right, cool. Awesome. Can't wait for that. Stay right here for Ferry Corsten.
Thank you for more A State of Trance with Ferry Corsten.
And it's the first show of the month, which means Ferry Corsten is here. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
What has happened since the last time you were here a month ago?
What happened?
So many nice things.
Yeah, let's go back 2 weeks ago. Avalon in Hollywood, which was great. And then the next day, I went to Brooklyn, New York.
I saw that you did the rooftop thing.
Superior Ingredients, yeah, really cool. Overlooking the river and then seeing Manhattan in the distance. Awesome. During the day and then into the night. Fantastic.
Nice one.
Yep.
What did you bring for us this week?
What do I have? I have the new Leon Belier, UFO on Flashover Recordings, and also on Flashover Recordings, the new Dan Stone, which is a bit of a different track that he's normally done.
Yeah.
Very, very cool track. I love it. But first, something that I'm really excited about on special demand is the release of my album. You can see it right here on vinyl.
The vinyl of Connect.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
super
finally,
cool.
It's finally here.
Yeah, it's already out. It's going really well. It's available now also on the Armada shop, I believe, on the ASOS shop, Armada shop, I think.
Yeah.
So to celebrate that release, this track that I've been playing for quite a long time already.
It's also in our back-to-back set.
Exactly. Yeah, we did. Yeah. That's been added to the album, and another one as a special extra for the final release. This is "Lose Myself" by yours truly.
Yeah.
I wanna lose myself. 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 I wanna lose myself.